It is no longer at ease in the camp of the main opposition People's Democratic Party, PDP. 60 members of the House of Representatives elected on the platform of the PDP demanded the resignation of the party's acting national chairman, Umar Damagum. The development was a fresh twist in the political war between the Rivers State Governor, Siminalayi Fubara, and the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike. The 60 lawmakers based their call for Damagum's resignation on his alleged silence amid the political crisis between Wike and Governor Fubara. Let's share the story by our correspondent, Joke Adisa, with you.
The crisis in Rivers State between the governor, Siminalayi Fubara, and his predecessor, Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, is taking a new turn. Ahead the National Executive Council meeting of the PDP, about 60 members of the party in the House of Representatives are pointing fingers at the acting national chairman, Umar Damagum, for alleged anti-party activities. They are also not at ease at the recent tenure extension accorded outgoing council chairman in Rivers State.
Following the removal of Senator Iyachua Ayu as national chairman of our party and assumption of office by Umar Damagum, who was elected as deputy national chairman to act in his state, the party has only known misfortune and abdicated its responsibility as the leading opposition party in the country.
There is always a time for governance and also a time for politics. This is the time for governance and not politics. On the streets of Rivers State, the Rivers people are united behind the governor that they elected.
The lawmakers threatened to quit the party over alleged manipulation of the caretaker committee list in Rivers State. The concerned legislators say it is high time the party's top seat was occupied by the North Central Zone, even as the alleged plot by the party's hierarchy to pave way for the planned impeachment of the governor.
Chairmen whose tenure are about to expire in Rivers were elected by the people of Rivers State. They were not elected by the courts. And they were elected on terms, and they were sworn in with a definite term lag, which is 3 years, I'm sure. So please, we are begging the judiciary not to cause chaos in Rivers.
The group wants the party's National Executive Committee to set up a panel that will probe all continuing acts of anti-party activities from the ward to the state levels from 2023 and mete out appropriate sanctions to anyone found culpable. The People's Democratic Party has more than 100 members in the 10th House of Representatives who are now pitched against one another over the political logjam in Rivers State. With the minority leader of the House conspicuously absent at the news conference, the PDP is certainly divided against itself as keen watchers look on to see what happens to the party in the months and days ahead. Joke Adisa, TVC News, Abuja.
A report by our correspondent, Joke Adisa, what happens to the PDP in the months and days ahead. PKO, indeed, there are concerns that the party has really raised, the lawmakers, opposition lawmakers have raised now, but how do you see this affecting the unity of the party, and how do you think, what do you think this is going to do?
Well, it's up to the PDP to put its house in order. The PDP, for some time now, has not behaved like a serious party. A serious party will move in quickly and address the impasse in Rivers State. Even at this embryonic level, they didn't get involved. It took President Tinubu's from a rival party. And I looked at them at the level of the PDP Governors Forum. They could have intervened. They didn't intervene. A clear absence of leadership, thorough incompetence of the leadership of the party. That's what we are seeing. Because how can you have a crisis like that involving a governor and you have a governors forum? I mean, you have a PDP governors forum that didn't get involved to see how they could help their colleagues, to see how they could talk to both men, to put their selfishness aside and focus on the goal of making Rivers State a much better place. We are not saying that. Thorough absence of leadership. That's what we are saying. Now, they are accusing Damagum of being in bed with the APC. I don't know whether they have an evidence of that. And if they have an evidence of Damagum being in bed with the APC, I think it makes sense for them to present the evidence instead of just saying things that they are sure would get journalists interested in their matter. Now, they also said Damagum is plotting to use the Federal High Court to legalize the extension of the tenure of a Rivers State local government chairman, which they believe that Wike actually masterminded, or is the mastermind. They also accused him of plotting to, of not helping the party to retain the Southeast states. Again, I don't know what Damagum could have done if the people had made up their mind. Look at a place like Abia, for example.
Right.
It wasn't that the PDP didn't make efforts to rig, but the support for the little man, Alex Oti, was overwhelming.
Right.
They had cheated him in the past, but this time around, the people said no. And he triumphed. So what could Damagum have done to stop an Alex Oti from winning
the election
in Abia State? You know? And the 60 lawmakers also said that the 27 pro-Wike lawmakers who are seeking to impeach Fubara have the support of the acting national chairman. I mean, these allegations are really, really strong. But the minority leader of the House of Reps, Kingsley Chinda, his the deputy minority leader, Lima Daki, the minority whip, Alisa, the deputy minority whip, George Ozodinobi, described Ikenga Ugochinyere-led coalition as a body unknown to the parliament. They also accused them of using gutter language, which is unparliamentary, in their interface with the media. This is where we are. The PDP has an opportunity to redeem itself, drain its neck. Whatever decision that they are going to take must be in the overall interest of the party. And no individual can be bigger than the party.
Right.
They have to brush their selfishness aside and focus on the future of the party.
Right.
As far as Ugochinyere and others are concerned, it is the turn of the North Central to produce the national chairman of the party. Ahmadu Ali was national chairman of the party many years ago during the Obasanjo regime. So they want the leadership to go back to the North Central this time. But the NEC, which is the second most powerful organ of the party after the convention, has a decision to make. I'm interested in seeing what will happen because Wike has refused to leave the party.
Right.
He's still in the party, so I'm eager to see what will happen at the convention when he squares up with people like Atiku Abubakar who are also interested in the leadership of the party.
Let me hold your thoughts on this matter because we need to go on a very quick break. We'll return in just a moment to continue with our discussions. Just stay with us. Right, you're still on to the program, journalist Tangat, and we're discussing the issue pertaining to the PDP lawmakers asking for the resignation of the acting national chairman of the party, Umar Damagum, aside from other issues the party has raised. But in the double in your perspective, we've seen definitely how things have turned or how things went awry between Siminalayi Fubara and Wike, hoping that things would have gone, cemented since the intervention of President Tinubu, but now we're seeing this back and forth, and one is beginning to wonder what really went wrong between both camps.
Well, I must say that I'm honestly alarmed that the PDP is behaving the way it is. The way even the 60 lawmakers, what they addressed, they have not been able to face the issue clearly. If you are accusing Damagum of anti-party activities, what are you going to accuse Wike of? As far as I'm concerned, is Wike still a member of the PDP? I mean, if you look at it, the Yoruba would say, Igi Worokoti Daneru. I mean, as far as that party is concerned,
right,
the biggest problem they have today is Wike. But every one of them, they are trying to dodge it. Wike has become such a powerful force that that is the problem you are having in your party. You can't send him away. You can't discipline him. Is it that if they discipline him, the party will collapse completely? Is it that the party will collapse in Rivers? Is it that it will collapse in the Southeast, or it will collapse in the whole of Nigeria? There are people who have done nothing as grievous as Wike has been doing in the party, and they have been expelled or they have been suspended. But every one of them, when it comes to Wike is like a mighty force that everybody is trying to avoid. Why?
Because it's wrong.
He's strong in Rivers, or he's strong nationally?
It's strong nationally. There were people contested in different states.
Yes.
That Wike also supported them to win in their states. So
okay,
if you look at Edo, for example,
yes,
a faction of the party in Edo is with him.
Okay.
He has spread his tentacles beyond Rivers. Wike has, if Wike was just
so that means he's bigger than the party then?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I mean,
if he was, because maybe you thought that beyond Rivers he doesn't have influence.
No.
His performance in the convention, the presidential convention,
yes,
you know that if the Atiku and Tambu had not teamed up, Wike will have won the.
Yes.
He most likely will have won.
Okay.
So he has his supporters within the party.
So that's why they are afraid to deal with him.
In different parts of the...
Then he's bigger than the party. Well, then they should just call it Wike PDP. That's all.
Well,
and that's where I'm going.
That is up to them.
As far as I'm concerned,
I'm just answering a question.
No man is bigger than the institution.
Of course, nobody can be bigger than
the party. If the PDP will still retain him and is causing trouble all over the place, they can't deal with him, then they should call it...
No, he's causing trouble in Rivers. They should address the problem of Rivers.
He's spreading to other states.
No, he's not causing...
So why are they...
He's causing problem in Rivers. They should address the issue between him and the governor. This is what we have told them to do that they failed to do. You know how Wike became so powerful in the party, because at a point he was the one tackling the ruling party.
Exactly. We know all that.
So many of them gravitated towards him because they saw him as a rallying point. He was the one, he would call a press conference, he would attack the ruling party.
Because
today he has become so strong, he is using his resources.
Even while still not fully in the party. Because as far as
he's concerned, he has not left the party.
Wike today is...
We thought, you remember when we interviewed him?
Yes.
I asked the question, I said, what if they send you packing? He said they should do it.
If they can't.
He challenged them to do it.
In fact, that is the reason why I'm saying that all those guys who are in PDP are...
leave them alone.
I mean,
some of the governors that should actually even rise up against him, they are his friends.
Right.
So who are the people who will cast the first stone?
Okay.
Is it your governor?
The G5.
Okay.
Is it your governor who is still in PDP? Is it the one who is it his friend in Adamawa, his very good friend, Fintiri? Is it the one who first told him?
I mean,
There's a dilemma, no doubt about it. So that's why I'm saying, let us see what even will happen at that convention.
So that is
will Wike stay away from?
Is he going to go to? Is he going to attend the convention?
As long as he's concerned, you know, he said something. He told his party that he wanted to work for Asiwaju, and they told him go and work.
No problem.
Abi?
So what is the future for the PDP at this point? What's the future of the PDP?
No, of course
Very
the future is bleak. If you cannot,
it's very unfortunate.
You can't play your role as an opposition
at all.
Effectively. Then your future is bleak.
They've dropped the ball long ago, and
he's not prepared to leave the party. He's not prepared.
And they're not prepared to send him away.
So he said he took permission to go and work for Asiwaju now. He said he took permission from his party.
So
and they granted the permission.
It's like a bat now. It's neither an animal nor a bird.